So the roots of this collection date to 1959, when Condé Nast, owned by Sam I. Newhouse, bought Street and Smith, and then turned its considerable archive over to the SU Library. Other collections like Hugo Gernsback and Frederick Pohl are the result of Chancellor Tolley and his aggressive campaign to build a world-class special collections library.
Some of you may know the book A Gentle Madness by Nicholas Basbanes. The madness that author refers to is bibliophilia, or the incurable love of book collecting. A similar madness infects the collectors of pulp magazines, so I'm not so sure I would describe it as gentle. Some collectors, including my co-curator Gary Shaheen, spent years assembling respectable runs of titles like Weird Tales and Adventure, only to trade or sell them off and then start all over again. Sometimes I'm as fascinated by the collectors of pulp magazines, and indeed collectors of modern first editions as well, as I am by the magazines themselves. But why should anyone else care about pulp magazines? Why should a major research library add them to special collections where they might sit alongside the contemporaneous works of Joyce or Hemingway? This exhibit, Orange Pulp, argues that the magazines anticipated and even gave rise to some persistent and defining aspects of American culture. Consider that pulp magazines are media-rich. Words and images played off one another. Pulp characters move seamlessly to the airwaves and then on to Hollywood films. Consider also that they were interactive. Letter columns allowed burgeoning communities of fans to connect with one another and to police the boundaries of genre. It's my hope that this exhibition will not just teach you something about popular publishing and reading in the early part of the 20th century, but it will hold a mirror of sorts to contemporary popular culture. And so Orange Pulp begins with the producers of pulp magazines. We profile the mega publisher Street and Smith and the futurist, technocrat, and dreamer Hugo Gernsback, publisher of Amazing Stories. We then introduce you to the world of artists, profiling the prolific and immensely talented Norman Saunders, and to the world of pulp writers like Isaac Asimov, H.P. Lovecraft, and even a young Thomas Lanier, you know him as Tennessee Williams. Next, we consider a pulp hero, The Shadow, and his appearances across the spectrum of media. And finally, we invite you to ponder the world of the reader, without whom pulp would never have existed.